EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Check, 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 check. Check 9, check 9. What?
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Check 3, check 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Yeah. Switch, switch, switch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Jay, gun. 56, right there, 56. I smell fear now.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
I got you.
11. Flag!
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
21.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Hey, gun. I got you.
Here we go, D. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Bandit. Check. Fresno.
65.
Buzz.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
I got you.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I got you.
To throw is Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, gun.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Rip right.
I got you.
Motion. Mike's 43.
21.
just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 88 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's coming. We got double.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Kill. Turn it up.
To try again after the sack. Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
No. Watch out. Kill. Go.
Hey, turn it up.
Murray with a third and long. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Go.
Check 49.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Murray now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's first and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 26, check 26, check 52, check 13, check.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Hatchet, hatchet. '56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Time to go, night. Hey, gun.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
43 is the hey, exit. Check, 43. I got you. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. 11. Switch.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
11. 43. Mike's 43. Hey, Delta. You ain't got nothing.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Come on, D.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Kill.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Check, crunch.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
I got you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check fuego. Rush in, go. Rush in. Alert flare, flare. Yeah. Under 10, 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Under crunch. Squeeze. Check 43.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Solomon Thomas, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hey, switch gears. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. 54.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Tighten up. Shoot. Let's go. Come on. Kill. Check 99.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
25. Check 25.
Hey, alert. Stay hot.
Breida, he'll try to right side. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, shoot! Mike's 43! Mike's 43!
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I know he ain't got it. Ball track. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 3rd down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Here we go, here we go. 120!
Right there, 56. Oh, you got deep?
12, fellas, here we go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One, Omaha.
56, Mike, 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
White.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, Echo.
56.
To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Right there, 56. Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
Lock, lock, lock!
56. Mike's 56.
Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Showing it, showing it.
Thirteen.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Rip left, rip left.
Bravo.
Garoppolo on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
And had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
21.
43 is the Mike. Watch the out, watch the out. 43 is the Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. Come off the ball, hard.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to go up top. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check.
Check 50, check 50.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
56. Much 56. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Hey, gun.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check. Watch the eye. 36. Hey, alert 3.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Switch.
I got you.
Motion me out.
This is Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
56. 56. Check down.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
First down, San Francisco.
Quick. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
I got you.
Here's Breida. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
12. Switch. Hey, gun.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Two.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. 20, 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ross Dwelly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Murray now on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Check. Lucky. Joker. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Too little, kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Alert 3. Yeah. Spot.
Stepping up, he's good. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 26, check 26.
11.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 52. 13. 11. Check 13. Check 13.
Now it's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
56. Mike's 56.
I'm coming for you. Hey, wahoo.
56. Mike 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On first down, it's Drake. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Drake Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Wait.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. They run with Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field.
Here we go.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Black 80.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Check, 59. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Mike, check.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Twenty-one.
Mike's 56. Hey, get.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check. Quick edge. Go. Check 4.
Now Murray. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Rush in. Rush in. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Under 10. Go. 10. Orbit.
Murray with a third and long. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch the safety creep. Under crunch. Slam. Check.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he'll find Hall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a score closer. Crosby with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch twits. Hey, switch gears. Switch game on. Switch. Check three.
First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 44 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Murray now to throw. And he hits Drake. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Check the backer.
Murray keeps it himself. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the twins.
Murray on the sneak, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31. Safe. Showing it. Okay. He's crashing.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Single.
They're going for it. It's Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I got you.
They run again with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Pick up the ball. He's checking. Crash.
Greystone, Travis.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. On third down, here's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
56 is the mic.
Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Watch the edge. 36. Hey, alert 3. Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to throw it. Murray buying time to his left. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check nine, check nine. Watch that. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield, and that's what it actually turns into, a heave, and that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you..."
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm coming. Check. Hot route.
1, Omaha.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Pick up at 10, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,
took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I